I had ventured to Vietnam for the start of my journey, a quick stop at the bustling city of Ho Chi Minh, or Saigon as it's still commonly known, and then onwards to the vessel that would transport me along one of the world's most fascinating waterways, the Mekong. From Vietnam, I would cruise to Cambodia on board the RV Tonle Pandao. When you step on board the Pandao, you may feel as if you've entered a different era. This was how travellers journeyed in ages past, slowly, and with ample time to contemplate the new world before them. This classic riverboat has been modelled on the ships that traverse Myanmar's Irrawaddy River, the road to Mandalay. The Irrawaddy Flotilla Company, in its heyday in the 1920s, was the largest privately owned fleet of ships in the world. Lost in the war, the flotilla was revived in the mid-90s and is now the largest river cruise company in Myanmar. That success has resulted in other great river journeys, like this one, along the Mekong. On board you'll find a classic saloon, 38 staterooms, antique wood and brass promenades with plenty of space to enjoy the views, and a dining room. Next to the top floor relaxation area, you'll find the bridge where the ship's Vietnamese, Cambodian and Burmese crew navigate the ever-changing Mekong. With a draft of just 3 feet, the Pandao can almost hug the shore as she ventures onwards. The Mekong is one of the world's great rivers. More than 4,500 kilometres, it begins its journey in Tibet, in China, winding its way through Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and finally to Vietnam before spilling into the South China Sea. Follow this waterway and you'll discover some of the most fascinating cultures in Asia. A journey on the RV Tonle Pandao is an interactive experience. The shore excursions are a major part of the itinerary. Our first stop today, the floating village of Gai Be, where we'll get a glimpse of how local people live on the Mekong Delta. This is a fascinating area to explore, where you'll find whole towns floating on rafts. Tropical plantations extend off endless channels. In fact, there are over 5,000 kilometres of waterways in the Mekong Delta. Life here revolves around the river. The people live on the water, they work on the water, and they trade on the water. Take a private boat ride if you want a closer look. Okay, time to buy some fruit. Oh, no, I go that way. The local boat-based vendors are happy to negotiate. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Lunch. On the water, you'll see all manner of transportation. On shore, you'll glimpse remnants of former French colonialism. Explore the villages and you'll see the many different uses for rice. Cooked in hot sand, it becomes a delicious, crunchy treat. Like Rice Krispies. Tastes like Rice Krispies. Rolled and steamed flat, it becomes rice paper. But then it was time to keep moving. Dinner on board was waiting, along with a beautiful sunset to finish the day. The next morning we again headed ashore to one of Vietnam's most fascinating river ports. This involved a lengthy ride along a tributary. This was a chance for my fellow travellers and me to get up close to the small river homes, floating vendors and smaller fishing vessels. Well, we're now heading to one of the major delta towns, Chau Doc. As you travel along the river here, you'll see a constant flow of wooden boats bringing farmers back and forth to the town to sell their produce. Now, the main crops grown around here, a huge variety of fruits, and of course, the major staple, rice. This is also a pilgrimage centre that's home to many of Vietnam's most significant temples, but I was heading straight to market. Well, this is one of the most famous treats here in Chao Dog. It's fish, and the fish is actually pickled. It's been pickled with sugar and salt and chili. Now, this is about 6 months old, and it lasts for about 1 year. And there's just about every type of fish you can imagine here. So, how about a taste test? Okay, so I'm about to eat a piece of fish that's 6 months old. Okay. Oh, right. So just like this. Okay, here goes. Well, it's very salty. Very salty. And, but actually it's quite good. It's like pickles. Fish pickles. But I wouldn't recommend eating too much. Thank you. This is definitely an acquired taste. After some more shopping, we made our way back to the river. By now, on board the RV Tonle Pandao, there was a real atmosphere of expedition. A journey like this allows for close-up discovery and cultural exchange. We were about to expand our horizons even further. Now, our third day on board has drawn to a close, and the Mekong has carried us away from Vietnam and into Cambodia. A whole new experience awaits on shore.